First of all, huge congratulations. I mean, this is like the stuff of dreams, really, isn't it?
Thank you very much. Yes, it definitely is. It feels so surreal.
The movie itself is a 20-minute short movie, and you play Joanna, who's a social worker, and she's tasked with preparing 4-year-old Libby that you saw in the clip there for primary school, and she's profoundly deaf, and as you saw there, it hinted at that the family are struggling with that, aren't they?
Yeah, sure. And that's actually a really common thing when a diagnosis happens with a child, especially child born to hearing parents, which 90% of deaf children are. Very often, the family have no awareness of deafness, just aren't equipped for it and don't really know what to do. So.
Well, this is... it has nothing to do with money, social standing, anything like that. And this is a relatively well-to-do family who just don't understand.
Exactly, and actually that's why I made the choice of making it a middle-class family, just to show that that doesn't discriminate, and it is just something that stems from a lack of education, which I think is all across the board.
Well, and actually you didn't want this to be a sort of a political movie as such, but actually it is going to benefit the deaf community hugely by raising awareness and just getting those conversations had.
Oh, I think so. I think that film is just an incredibly powerful medium to portray a message because it's emotive. So in many ways it's far more sort of influential than any kind of campaign or anything that's stat heavy, because it's just emotional and people connect with the characters in the story.
It's beautifully done, Chris. The directing is lovely, and I would have thought one of the big challenging things for you would be sound.
There's a section in the movie where we kind of put the audience in Libby's shoes, and they kind of get to experience what it's like to be deaf. And we did a lot of research about that, and we kind of based it on Maisie's hearing and the level of hearing she has, and Maisie's mum. So we, spoke to Maisie's dad, and tried to figure out what that was, because pure silence, it didn't quite work. So.
And you learnt sign for the movie, didn't you?
Not fluently.
No,
I can't say that, but just basic sign language. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to tell Maisie what to do. So.
And Maisie Sly, who plays Libby, she's 6.
She's 6 now, yeah.
What a find.
Oh, my God. I mean, she's just brilliant. I mean, she's such a plucky little kid. She's so confident. She's got such character. But also, she's just a brilliant little actress.
Yeah.
We're so lucky to have her.
And she was much cooler than you guys when you found out that you'd actually been nominated, because the road to the Oscar is a long and winding one. There's a list, and then a shorter list, and then a shorter list. And it was last week, it was announced live who had made the final nominations for the night. You were with her, and you videoed that moment, thinking, well, if we're not nominated, we'll just delete that. But you were, obviously, you're here, and we can have a look at it now.
Here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. DeKalb Elementary, The 11 O'Clock, My Nephew Emmett, The Silent Child.
Oh, what a lovely
nice.
moment.
That is so nice.
And this is something also it's very important to you, because you have a personal connection.
Yeah, and the story is really close to my heart. My dad actually lost his hearing really suddenly when I was younger, and he lived the last 2 years of his life profoundly deaf. So I just saw firsthand the massive impact that has on a family and a person, and just those simple things you take for granted, like calling him, shouting him from the other room, going out for dinner or whatever, all just became difficult. So that gave me the impetus to learn sign language and get involved with the deaf community, and I've been doing that ever since, really.
So, and this is not just a working relationship, is it?
No, I mean, yes, Rachel's my fiancé. I'm a very lucky man.
I'm very lucky.
So was it discussed at home? Like, you was like, oh, she's still talking about this, we're going to have to make it.
I think we're so lucky, aren't we? We have such a great working relationship together.
Yeah, I had the idea for a while, and I don't think I dared write it because I don't really class myself as a writer, so I felt grossly underqualified, still do. And Chris just said, just write it and send it to me, and if it's rubbish, I can just delete it. Nobody will know. So,
Yeah.
so
Well,
I did.
now look what's happened.
I
So
know.
how
And
much do you
Oscar's a
know
good
about?
qualification.
Yeah, it really
By
is.
the way.
Oscar night, then. What do you know about it? What have you done any research at all?
Well, it's just something that to be in this industry, it's the biggest accolade. So you just dream of that, and it just seems so far away, especially when we were filming.
Yeah.
You just think you aim for that, but I don't know, you just never quite dare to think it.